final third.
I think Pepe's so coachable.
Well, you should be in,
just need to shake him.
You should be in prison. We build you out. We build you out to come and play this season. You're out here disgracing us. You should be in prison. You facing charges.
All right, people, welcome back to the final third. I'm your host, Banks, and I'm joined here by my loyal co-host, Lavish, or Oluwashemi Lore, or Shemi, or Kante's cousin. You know we got options over here.
Put them up.
We got all the names. You got more.
No. When I come back, I've got some more.
You got some more. You've been christened out there.
Not easy. You know, Thierry Henry came to Nigeria and he got christened. The king came home and obviously they had to give him more titles.
Made in Lagos, I understand. Made in Lagos.
Let's do this.
All right, so it's a very special Friday episode.
Tell them what we got going on. Going
on. Well, as we all know, we're drawing towards the end of the domestic season and we're getting into international football, the good stuff. When we finally got the tournament, not the friendlies, not the qualifiers against Moldova and Macedonia and whatnot.
Tell them the history of TF3, how it started, because they don't know internationals is our bread and butter here.
They don't know. That's where we started. We started with the international. We started with that 2018 World Cup. Our loyal viewers would know we started with that 2018. I wasn't there, but we had Lavish, we had Jules, and we had CJ repping the TF3 during the 2018 World Cup. And we're bringing the TF3 international vibe back for Euro 2020. So, as we know, Gareth Southgate has to pick a 26-man squad for the Euros. But us at the final third for 26 people is too, everyone's getting in. They lowered the grade boundaries. So we said
everyone's gonna pass.
Everyone's gonna pass. Everyone's getting 40%. It's even 35 now. It's 35%. Nah. So we said at the final third, we're gonna pick the England squad with only 23 people, only 23 guys getting. So we're gonna get into that later. But first of all, we have to go to the big match yesterday.
The talk of the town.
Talk of the town. Usually these matches are never exciting. Lavish always tells me it's the most overhyped derby.
Yeah, it is the most overhyped derby, and you've agreed that it is the most overhyped derby. But
don't tell me what.
Yesterday's was quite interesting. It seemed like both teams were watching two bad defenses, and when you have a match set up with two bad defenses, what you're going to get is fantastic end-to-end basketball match, absolute basketball match. United fans, I'm seeing them on the radio show earlier today and several platforms I've been on, quite upset about the result, rightly so, but they seem quite surprised in the outcome. For me, it just goes to show how in La La Land United fans were, in the sense that why did this result surprise you? No, why did this result surprise you? And people are now trying to say, with a midfielder, Fred and McTominay, listen, we knew this. This game, was about where's everybody's weakness. Both of your weaknesses are in defense, and Man United's weakness is also kind of in midfield, in some parts of their midfield. What it seems like, Liverpool dominated the midfield, which if you dominate the midfield, more or less you're going to dominate the match. The scoreline was flattering because I feel like Liverpool missed a couple sitters as well, but their big players turned up, and yours didn't turn up to the magnitude at which you want them to turn up. I feel like that's the summary of the match, and I feel like Trent was on fire as well.
All right, let's take it all the way back. So the match starts off. We start off well. We start off well enough. We get the goal early on. We're on top for about 20-25 minutes. I can't lie.
I'd say about
15-20 minutes we're on top. Like, we looked comfortable. We looked the better team. I think the set pieces yesterday was the first thing. Every time they put in a corner, it was chaos. So I can't lie. That's where we missed. We missed Maguire major yesterday in terms of set pieces, because nobody was trying to command from the set pieces. Every time it was just ball, whether it was Bailly, Wan-Bissaka, Fred, like it was bob. You don't want the ball to bobble in the box. That's one thing as a defender. You want to know where the ball's gonna go, and if it's bobbling, it could go in any which direction, and that's what it kept on doing. The fact that I was seeing Nat Phillips take touches in the box, dribbling like nah. That was disrespectful. I didn't appreciate that. I didn't appreciate Nat Phillips all dribbling in the box, and then Jota with a nice little flick. I mean, after that, the game turned on its head, and Liverpool were on top for, I'd say, the next 30 to 35 minutes across both halves. Like, After that, United never got a foothold in the game again.
You're adding minutes. You're adding you're totaling all the minutes, but I'm looking at you like 35 minutes, another 30. Okay, go on, carry on.
Yeah, so like 20, 25 minutes, then Liverpool on top for maybe another 20, 25, 30 minutes, whatever. And then the final 20 minutes, we were chasing the game, obviously. And then we gave away a horrid goal. We're going to get into the other goals. Firstly, Roy Keane talked about the fact that if we keep a midfield of Fred and McTominay, we won't be able to catch City. Do you agree?
Yeah, 100%, 100%, 100%. No team has won the Premier. They say no teams won the Premier League with. They say no teams won the Premier League with like weak keepers. I think that's a lie. But no team has not won the Premier League with a weak central midfield pairing. I feel like that is true. That is honestly true, and you won't win anything major with them two at the helm, with them two being your front runners. You don't win something if them two are your main like team names on the team sheet. They have to be squad players.
I've spoke about Ollie's insistence on putting Pogba on the left wing to accommodate for McTominay and Fred. Like it worked against Tottenham, fair enough, but you can't keep doing one match. You can't keep doing it so cowardly. Play Pogba because
as a Pogba, I'd be quite insulted as well.
Fam, like you play Fred and McTominay in there for steel and grit and whatever. Apparently, bro, the midfield's getting bypassed every time. When we're under pressure, I'm looking at our midfielders and I'm begging you, go get the ball off the centre backs. Go receive, and they're hiding. Our centre midfielders are hiding.
McTominay's actually not that good.
Stop. He's not good. Yeah. Sorry. I thought he was going in a different direction. He's not good.
No, I don't think he's that good. I don't think he's
our problem with our centre midfielders. Sorry, our problem with the centre midfielders is they can never both simultaneously play average at the same time. One of them plays average, and then the other one drops a 2 out of 10. This game, they both drop 2 out of 10s. That's our problem. Too many times, one of them's dropping a 2 out of 10, or both of them's dropping a 2 out of 10. Rarely are we getting 7 and 8s from them. We need midfielders that are going to give us 7 and 8s on a regular basis.
Tomine is just very rough, and Fred is just running. So it's just like
you see how many times he dives into stupid position and gets bypassed. You don't need your midfielder.
Bruno as well. I feel like Bruno, like we said, is go big or go home. But sometimes we just need a stable. I don't want you to have a goal involvement sometimes. I know that's how you play. I just want you to be able to dictate a match. But I feel like that's not his game. So this match is crying out for a Van der Beek sort of player. I feel like to really just like get in the middle as well and play as well and match them. But interesting enough, I feel like you lot are a bit lackadaisical in the Premier League because you have nothing to play for, which is fine, I guess.
I don't even want to play. I don't even want to put it to that because that was just shocking. Like it was. The third goal. How many mistakes was it until they scored? We literally we made a mistake and we got live. We made another mistake. We got live. The third mistake,
goal
punished. It was ridiculous. Sure, you dribbled out. You did 2 dribbles. Now you passed the ball. You did a third dribble. Wan-Bissaka dribbles again. Pass the ball until he gets into an awkward position and he can't pass.
I feel like every goal you can break them down on how you played into, not even played into their hands, but you just kept giving them chances and inviting pressure. All of the
goals is just us giving it to them.
Even the last goal when Matic lost the ball, okay, it happens. And I understand 1-on-1 versus Salah expecting to score. Hendo.
Open the goal. Slide it.
Like, why are you over? I was watching it, and the camera had a perfect view because the camera was behind Salah. So I was thinking, why is there so much space on that side?
Bro, I clocked it straight away. I said he got his angles horribly wrong.
Horribly. I'm not seeing horribly wrong in like professional football. In that a keeper looked so one way, or the camera caught it perfectly how wide he was from. Because Roy Keane touched on it, how small he looked in the goal.
Salah's an excellent finisher. But in that situation, you know where he wants to go ideally. You know he wants to go across you to the bottom corner. Don't give him that whole area and say, go put it there. Go put it there. I know you want to put it there, so put it there.
Like you're not quick off your feet like that. You 2 goalkeepers ain't saving that with that much space in what you gave him.
Either come out and close it down early, or flipping protect your goal, Henderson. Yeah, he made a couple bad. I think he made a mistake for Firmino's second goal as well. He fumbled the ball.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
and Firmino had a tapping. So yeah, he had a rough game. He had a rough game, man. Boy, this is an audition for Henderson as well. You want to be number one keeper, you can't be making a. This is audition time for you. It's audition time. Yeah, touch on a couple other things. Obviously, I mentioned it earlier. Maguire was obviously out. So Bailly replaced him. How did you think Bailly performed? Do you feel like coming up to the Europa League final, he could be an adequate replacement for Maguire?
I'm always a fan of Bailly. I just feel like he never has a run of games, and like with professionals, you need a run of games to be able. It's very hard to come in, play, hit the ground running straight away, and just so those games where you're testing someone, a bit like what Van der Beek is suffering from now. If he comes in, he has to perform because it's like, see, this is why I don't play you. So, but Bailly, just give him a run again. I'm not going to judge him off this one. He's not even fully fit. You never feel like Bailly's actually fully fit as well when he plays.
Moving on to the next segment. FA Cup final weekend. Chelsea versus Leicester. FA Cup final. Wembley. We're getting the fans back in there. It's always good. It's always good to get the fans back in. Go give the fans a final day out.
Yeah, when your fans are booing, yeah. What did Rooney say that day?
The fans are supporting ya.
Just the fans are supporting ya. Nah, it's good to have them back. And you know, here in Nigeria, everyone's excited for Senior Man and Wilfred and Didi. Everyone loves Leicester because of these two. But I can't wait for this final. I feel like
let's talk about Senior Man. Let's talk about
Senior Man. You want to give Senior Man appreciation? You know what? For me, like I've said, and I've said time and time again, we've seen players go on fantastic runs and score goals. Even Vardy in the same Leicester when 11 games scored every game. We've seen Lingard score as well for West Ham. We've seen Michu have a fantastic season, a bit like Michu, but obviously Kelechi's is half a season. The quality and the caliber of goals.
Impressive
Kelechi scoring. Wow. And the importance of the goals as well. Let's not forget that. He's not scoring the third or the fourth goal in a 3-0 whitewash. He's scoring, it's 1-0, it's 0-0, it's 2-1, and he's getting the safety net goal, he's getting the leading goal, he's getting the winning goal. And it's the caliber of goals. I'm shocked where this form's come from. I'm literally shocked where this form's come from.
Hey, Kelechi near post nowadays, cash money. Cash money.
Banker.
Hey, when he gives the keeper the eyes, puts in the cash money right there.
He's found that pace again. Before, like we've said in previous seasons, he's looked so heavy. He doesn't even look anywhere near as fast or anywhere near like off his mark as he did back at Man City. But now he's found his form. And you know what? People keep saying, oh, maybe Chelsea can go maybe he could go back to City. No. Stay where you are. You are.
I'll definitely do another season at Leicester. Definitely do another season.
It's the first time he's played this amount of games in his professional career.
Brendan Rodgers, obviously multiple title winner at Celtic, but yet to.
You rating that?
Huh? Yeah, he did his thing at Celtic. As you can see, as we saw this season, unless you go and win it, it can be lost. Unless you go and win it, it can be lost. Think about it. Think about it. That
is an awful statement.
But he's yet to win major honors over in these shores. A chance for Brendan Rodgers to win some silverware.
Or was that Loudrup?
No, that was Loudrup. No, he was Loudrup. Yeah, that wasn't Brendan Rodgers.
Okay.
Brendan Rodgers was over at Liverpool at this point.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I thought he won it at Swansea. Okay.
No. So yeah, chance for Brendan Rodgers to win some silverware over at Leicester. Do we feel like he's got it in him? Leicester's obviously had some up and down form over the last couple of weeks. Do we feel like he's going to get tactically right? What would you think Leicester should do against Chelsea on Saturday?
Leicester's strength. Before I used to say Leicester's strength came from like the fullbacks, the James Justin, the Castagno, the Pereira, because they're just very, very efficient. And now seeing Tielemans in the last couple games and Didi, he's been consistent the whole season. Maddison as well. They can hit them multiple ways. How they're going to pick that Chelsea defense for me I really don't. I don't have the answer. I really don't have the answer. They want to do the long ball. Do they want to play through the middle? Do they want to hit the flanks? Do they want to just be compact and let's drag it out? Let's 0-0. Let's get them in the second half. I don't know how Brendan's going to do it, and I'm so interested to see how he is.
I think a big question would be whether he starts James Maddison. I know he didn't start against United on Tuesday. Maybe he was resting him for the final. He's just come back from an injury, but how he fits in Iheanacho and James Maddison into the same team will be interesting. I think getting those two fit and firing together gives Leicester probably a different dimension than what they've had so far. Jamie Vardy as well is going to be key because he's been woefully off form recently.
Because you said Kagler on his own without Johnny Evans, you said he's a bit wayward, or you didn't like how he looked the other day under the lights without him.
He looked spooky. I just thought he looked spooky. I can't lie. Callum Wilson gave him a long day. He gave him a long day in the office.
Okay, fair enough. But I'll obviously Kelechi and Jamie Vardy play. That's what we know. And Ndidi's playing, Tielemans playing. It's just like you said. Is Maddison going to play, or is he going to try and play it safe and play like a?
I know. I had another midfielder in there.
Dennis Pratt or something in the middle.
Yeah. I feel like against this Chelsea team, Brendan Rodgers probably going to play a bit safer. Maybe go to the three at the back, put Castagna in there.
I feel like this Arsenal match has really made this final interesting. Chelsea right now are on fantastic form. We keep seeing stuff on Twitter how Thomas Tuchel, the managers he's beaten, not really lost a game there. But now with this spanner in the works against Arsenal and the way it happened,
I wouldn't even call it a spanner in the works because that was just an awful match. It was an awful match, and I don't think any team can really take. For me personally, I just throw that game in the bin. I wouldn't even look at the tape. I wouldn't look at the tape because there's not much to learn. Like, it was literally just. I wouldn't watch the tape. I just say, boys, get back on the training pitch. You don't know you're better than that. You lot play better. You lot beating Real Madrid, walked Real Madrid off the park. You know you don't play like that regularly. So yeah, I wouldn't take the Arsenal match.
What I'm trying to say, Brendan Rodgers, he's a tactician. He could be like, cool. So Chelsea are strong defensively, and they can catch you on the counter. Or once you try to attack as well, they can play through you as well. Not necessarily catch you with the counter, but they can find pockets with the way Mount plays. Arsenal, after they got that goal, there were not really any pockets for them to find. And then they just parked the bus. So Brendan Rodgers could be like, I can do this. I have better players. I'm better equipped to do what Arsenal did. So why can't I use this formula?
How many times is Jorginho going to pass it into his own net?
Like no. But that's not the only mistake. That's one of many mistakes. Several other opportunities can arise.
But you lot had, how many opportunities did you lot really have against Chelsea?
That's why I said Brendan Rodgers can think to himself, I'm better equipped to do what Arsenal did and still have more of an attacking threat because Chelsea weren't scoring in a month of Sundays in that match against Arsenal. Another 90 minutes out of Chelsea.
100%. But as you said, Rodgers will know the threat that Chelsea would face, and he knows that his team has just conceded 4 goals to Newcastle and a goal to Manchester United's third string, essentially. So he will know in a big cup final, I think he's gonna want to play.
Oh, third string.
That was first string. Okay. We had a
let's give the center mid that you played on the left. What was his name?
Oh, Langer.
And then let's give Chelsea some more focus because Chelsea fans always say we don't shout them out, and everywhere they say they don't get enough love. Now we apologized here before about how we did Mason Mount. Well, he's a good player. Proper good player.
He's a
good player. Good player.
He's a
Jorginho.
Hey, Jorginho was talking hella. Man said, "Hey, if you don't see what I bring to the pitch, then you obviously don't know football."
Jorginho said something like that last season when they said, "If you don't know what I do, you don't know ball."
Lie, man. You ain't that player. You ain't that player.
Stop.
You ain't that player.
You are not variety. You are not variety. Variety does what you do at higher. Jorginho acts like every other thing in football is, or Jorginho fans, not him. Jorginho fans act like everything's mutually exclusive. You can only be a master of just passing or one touch passing. No, that's no.
Because if I blow past you now, if Kelechi blows past you now, You ain't catching it.
That's it. You're not catching them. And you're a central midfielder. And I'm not
You're not
limiting you
that
to
guy.
physicals.
You're not that guy. Hey, buddy. You're not that guy.
You're
You're
not
not that guy.
You're a good player. Good player. Let me go to you. Good player.
Good player.
But,
But you're not that guy.
But as a whole, I'm shocked with this. No one's exploited Aspilicueta. I'm really shocked.
That's back three protects your weaknesses a lot. So especially in that right, remember he played in that right centre back role for Conte a lot of the time during that 2017 season and the 2018 season. So just in that role where he doesn't have to go forward too much, he can, because you know
you can pick your run.
Right wing back he looks different. Right wing back he looks a lot different.
But he held his own in the right wing back. Where did he play the other?
It was against Real Madrid.
Yeah, right wing back, and then they played was it Christensen or someone else in the back three. But he doesn't look too. He hasn't looked too bad, and I'm shocked that no one's really exploiting him because Reece James ain't getting into the team. Everyone's saying Reece James ain't starting like that. Reece James ain't.
I think he'll start. I think he'll start on
tomorrow, Saturday.
I think he'll start. I think, mate, it's true though. You know, Tuchel's a weird one. He started off liking Hudson-Odoi and then he completely dropped him out.
But he does it. No one's really safe. I think no one's really safe. Obviously Kepa and Mendy rotates them, but I'll say Mendy's his number one.
Yeah.
Chilwell and Alonso, no one's really safe. He swaps them around. Hot potatoes on that side as well. So you don't. I think Werner and Kante are his guys. He really likes Werner. He really likes Kante because he rests them for when they're playing little games and big games. They feature. But
it's funny. But if Kovacic didn't get injured, it's like Kante might not have got back. Like obviously Kante's showing a mad amount.
You're right.
But Kovacic and Jorginho was his go-to at first.
Kovacic was his go-to guy.
100%.
Fair enough. Where do you think it's gonna go then? Who's winning?
I can't go past Chelsea. I'm hoping because that's the hater in me. I'm hoping it goes to Leicester. You know I'm a hater.
Here's my thing. How do you expect Leicester to beat them, then beat them in the Premier League? Do you know what I mean?
You're only getting one. You're only getting one.
Then they're playing next Saturday as well. So it's like you pick which one you want. Sure, both of them will pick the FA Cup, but pick which one you want because one person's not winning two. And then if Chelsea lose those two to Leicester, I'm sure the football gods are not going to let Chelsea lose to Man City. So right now, it's the odds. It's the odds. Obviously, I want Chelsea to lose all of them.
It's all in the hands of the gods. But we're gonna move on to the main part of our show this evening. We want to talk about the England squad for Euro 2020. Lavish and me have both picked our 23-man squad. 23.
Yeah.
23.
All right, so how are we going to do this? Do we do our 11 and then
No.
And then
we do our 11 at the end. We do our 11 at the end. Oh, so we're also going to pick our starting exercise for the first Euro 2020 game. Okay. But we're gonna do the squads first. So give me your goalkeepers first.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23. My goalkeepers: Pope, Henderson, and Pickford.
Oh, Henderson, Pickford. Yep. Both in agreement there.
For me, if I was Gareth Southgate and I was ever stuck on this is what I'm going to say about the keepers. If I ever had too many outfield players and I really couldn't decide, I'll take two keepers.
Risky business.
Why are you taking
risky business? Risky. Which outfield player is going and goal? Which outfield player is going and goal? Imagine the keeper. Imagine keeper gets injured and then the keeper gets a red card.
But that's what I'm saying. But if my team was so stacked and it was tough, England's not in this situation. But if my team's so stacked and it's that tough, because they take 26. But let's say they're taking 23 just for this whole convo. Yeah, just 23. So if they're taking 23 out and then my team was so stacked, I'm taking two keepers. But for this, I'm taking Pope, Henderson, and Pickford.
Well, we're in agreement for the keepers. Our keepers are Pickford, Pope, and Dean Henderson. Give me your defenders.
My defenders.
Your defenders. You can go right back, centre back, and then left backs.
So my defenders, I've got Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Okay.
The best defender England has.
Okay.
Reece James,
All right.
Kyle
Centre
Walker.
backs. Okay, 3 right backs.
No, Kyle Walker can do both.
Interesting.
Kyle Walker,
Interesting.
John Stones, Harry Maguire, and Ben Godfrey.
Woo. Okay.
And then Chilwell and Luke Shaw.
All right. So
I've taken a
right
couple
back,
of players in other that can play more than one position as well.
man
So
went for the versatility.
yeah, so Kyle Walker gets there as a centre back and a right back. That's why I'm only taking two right backs because I've got him in the list with the centre backs.
All right, so for my right backs, Gareth Southgate didn't want to pick him last time, but you got to put Trent in there. He knows he bugged not putting Trent in there in the squad at least. He knows he bugged not putting Trent in the squad at least. And then I'm gonna go Reece James for my other right back. I'm gonna go with the youth, Kyle Walker. Great servant, and he's had a great season as well. But you've had your time.
You're not going with Kyle Walker?
No, I'm not going with Kyle Walker. I don't.
So you said Reece James, Trent, and who?
That's it. 2 right backs. Right backs. That's all you need. Cool. Centre backs. I'm going to Tomori, Maguire.
You want to take Fikayo? You know he's
I'll
not
take.
getting
I'm taking.
I know. I want him to, but they're not gonna take him.
I'm going to Tomori, Maguire, Konsa, and Stones.
All right. When you were picking this list,
when I was picking this list, I went with the best players that England's had and the best balance.
I agree with you, but these men ain't going.
Doesn't matter. Okay. This is the final third England squad for Euro 2020. This ain't about
I'm not arguing with Konsa. I'm not arguing with Tomori Fikayo. I'm not arguing. Who else were the other two?
And last other two were Stones and Maguire.
Stones, Maguire, Fikayo, and Konsa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mix the black and white. No, nothing wrong with that. Nothing. Bit of balance. Yeah, balance. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And my left back, Chilwell and Shaw, normal.
Okay. Why Ben Godfrey? He can play in the fullback as well.
You don't really want him playing fullback though. I've seen he's played fullback. The fullbacks for Everton's team, they ain't really fullbacks. They're like third centre backs. They don't go nowhere. Unless you're Seamus Scott.
They play 4 centre backs. They play 4 centre backs.
Literally 4 centre backs. 4 centre backs. They don't go nowhere.
What's his name? Yerry Mina. What's dude's name? Michael Keane. Godfrey and Holgate.
They don't go nowhere. So you don't really want to play in fullback if it has to come down to. You don't really want to see Ben Godfrey.
They don't go nowhere. What do you mean they don't go
nowhere? They don't go nowhere. That's Everton's thing. They play the centre backs. They don't have to go nowhere. Just stay at home. Stay at home. It's cool. Other guys got it. Richarlison, leave it to them, man. You stay there.
Midfield.
All right, midfielders. How many midfielders do you have?
6.
Ooh.
I win. I had 8 defenders, 6 midfielders, 6 attackers, and 3 keepers.
I had 5 midfielders and then 5 forwards.
All right, let's go.
All right, midfielders. I had to go with Jude Bellingham, Calvin Phillips, Mason Mount, Phil Foden, and Declan Rice.
What? All right, I know I'll see them later. So that's Bellingham, Rice, Foden, Mount. Who was the last one?
And Phillips.
And Calvin. Okay, so I've got Mason Mount.
Yeah.
Jack Grealish. Phil Foden. Jude Bellingham. Declan Rice. And he has to go. I don't know if he's fit, but he has to go. Jordan Henderson.
No chance.
He has to go.
Man hasn't played since 2018 and you want him to go to flipping European football. No.
Hasn't played since 2018. Don't be rude. Jordan Henderson has to go.
When the hell was the last time you saw him?
When he was playing centre back against you lot couldn't win. Jordan Henderson has to go.
I was below the belt, but cool.
He has to go. You played centre back, you can't win. That's a leader right there. You take him for leadership qualities. You do. He goes. He gets on that lane.
You don't have to take. You don't have to put him in the squad. You don't have to put him in the squad.
One of the least contentious names. One of the least contentious.
Ask Henderson to pay for his own flight, and he'll come just to do motivational speaking. He'll pay for
Don't
his
be
own flight just to.
disrespectful.
No,
That's a
no,
Premier
it's not
League winner.
disrespectful.
That's a Premier League winner.
I'm just saying that's how much he loves. I'm saying that's how much he loves. That's how much he loves it. That's how much he'll pay for his own flight just to do motivational speaker. But we don't need him to be.
You had 8, 5, 5. Did you count yours? You have less than 23.
I don't.
5 forwards, 5 midfielders. That's 10. 8 defenders. Yeah. You name 2. You name 4 fullbacks and 4 centre backs.
3, 5, 9, 11, 16, 18. Yeah, you're right. Still, I'm gonna add a couple people. I've got a couple people.
You didn't even count. You didn't even count.
Nah. You know,
you didn't count. Yeah, what? You're massive and you can count, sir. We fought you yesterday because I was thinking you left some names off. It's not hard. When I was doing this list, I was thinking it's actually not hard for Southgate. It's not. So should I do my forwards and let you come back to so you can add some names? Do
your forwards.
But I need you to listen if you can multitask, because I know you're gonna say mine's a bit mad, but my forwards: Harry Kane.
Yeah.
Sancho.
Makes sense.
Sterling. Rashford. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who I wasn't going to put in, but luckily I counted at 22. And Bukayo Saka. Now, why I'm taking Saka is the versatility. A player that can play, is competent in at least 3 or 4 positions, yeah? It's going to come in handy. It's going to come in. No, stop saying we need to stop doing this. You didn't grow up with these type of players. You didn't grow up with these type of players.
We grew up on John O'Shea, bro. We grew up on John O'Shea. I know about utility players. And Bukayo
Saka is better than John O'Shea. He is.
I grew up on utility players.
And John O'Shea can play across the back line.
I saw John O'Shea play centre mid, goalkeeper, centre back, right back, left back, and left wing. I'm probably up front at some point.
When did John O'Shea play left wing?
I promise you, played left wing. I promise you. If I dig into the archives, do you remember? You don't remember in Highbury when he pops up front and he chipped your keeper. You don't remember that happened at Highbury. That's a finish of a striker. You remember that? I know you remember that. So
okay, I'm gonna hold you to that one. So why can't we? Why do you think Saka? Anyway, say your front. Okay, are you gonna add your names first?
There's one more name. In fact, you know what? I'll add Kyle Walker to the list as well. I'll add Kyle Walker because
how many do you have? 18.
No, I had 21. Now I've got 23.
You need 2 more. Yeah, you need 2 more.
And I've already added the other one. All right, so my forwards: Sancho, Grealish, Sterling, Kane, Greenwood, and Calvert-Lewin.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. But I feel like my Arsenal fans are going to take. Whoa!
No Rashford.
Taking Rash.
Let him rest.
Somebody
needs to look up. Somebody needs to look out for Rashford, and it's not going to be Rashford. It's not going to be Ole, and it's not going to be Southgate. So his shoulder, his ankle, his back, his everything. If you look at, if anybody does a scan of Marcus Rashford,
he always looks upset. He always looks in pain.
He's always in pain. Always grimacing. Always hope. Like somebody needs to look after.
He's going to go out earlier than Rooney.
Somebody needs to look after him and tell him, look, just get right over this.
They keep giving him short-term treatments rather than doing the surgery. It just has to happen.
You know, FM when a player gets angry when you give him that injection. I don't think Rashford gets angry enough. Why are you as angry as me?
Why are you as angry as I am?
It feels
I understand that case. That makes a lot of sense.
Like he needs rest. Like it's affecting his performance. Like he's put up the goals and assists and numbers and whatnot, but his performances have been deteriorating recently. For me, like as good as he is, even like on his day, like on any day, he can create a moment of magic for England, and that's why managers keep playing him. Like even when he's not playing well, he can still give you that moment of magic. But somebody has to look after his long-term health. Because, as you said, if he doesn't decide to look after his health, it's gonna end nasty for the boy, and nobody wants to see that.
I wasn't going to take Calvert-Lewin because of the lack of inconsistency towards the way he dipped up in the third end of the season was poor, and that's the home straight. You need to come big, but and I'm very against recency bias. So for the likes of Jesse Lingard and some of these guys, who else is in it? Some of these guys that are performing right now at top level.
I've got Jesse Lingard. Hey.
Some of these guys that are performing at a top level now, it's recency bias, right? Because how long have they done it for? But why Calvert-Lewin I managed to veto that factor is because outside Kane, who can pin a man up in the front line?
What did I told you this a year ago. I told you this a year ago.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You say things.
I told
just
you
because
this
you
a
say
year
them
ago.
now doesn't mean I have to understand it now. You just said it and you let it
No,
cook.
you see that's what
You
I'm
said it and
talking
you
about.
let it
This is
cook.
the faith. That's the faith, though. When I tell you who's gonna chest touch. When I told you who's gonna put on his chest like this, I told you Calvert-Lewin. I told you who's chest touch. I told you Calvert-Lewin.
That's Duncan Ferguson right there, man.
85th minute, and 85th minute, England are 2-1 down.
You need a man because Kane, if Kane comes cold, and you're bringing Calvert-Lewin on,
he's bringing the ball down in the box. Kane.
Now we're talking He's causing a problem or two.
Now we're talking knock-ons. Now we're talking who's edge of the box.
Headers.
Literally headers and volleys. 4-4-2s, headers and volleys. That's what we grew up on.
So
that's what we grew up on.
That's why Calvert-Lewin goes for me. That's why I added him on. Like, you know what? Dimension. Now the runaround man, Sterling leading up front. So Sterling, Sancho, Saka, and maybe I would say Grealish. Them runaround man, like on the wings, they're just chaos, absolute chaos. They need to. That's where you can do the rotations. That's why there's 4 of them: Sancho, Sterling, Grealish, I would say, or Foden. They can interchange, and Saka. But Sancho and Sterling would be the main 2 for me. Sancho and Sterling, or Sancho and Grealish.
Okay, speaking about your main 2, let's go into our starting lineups for the first game. Talk to me about your starting lineup.
Okay. So my starting lineup, I'm literally gonna have to say this on the spot because it's just okay. Because I'm it's contentious. Okay, Pope in goal. Trent, Stones, Maguire. Considering everyone's fit, who's injured. Maguire. Who's the first game?
Croatia.
Is Croatia's the first game? Let's find out. Okay, so game Euros.
Oh yeah, Croatia still.
Croatia. So
England and Czech Republic.
Okay, so England gonna be come on the front foot. Do you get? So anyway, we're going for 4-3-3. Pope, Walker, Stones, Maguire, and Chilwell. And Ben Chilwell. That's the thing. You got to come on the front foot. Actually,
you're going with the inferior left back.
No, that's not.
You're going with the inferior left back.
No. You saw what happened to Stones. Yesterday.
You're basing it on one match. You're one of those guys. You're basing it on one match. You're basing it on one match. You're basing it on one match. You're basing it on one.
I'm not basing it on one.
I knew you weren't built right. Go with your midfield, please.
Nothing I said is wrong. Nothing I said.
Go with your midfield, please.
Don't talk over me. For me to pick Chilwell, over thingy, nothing I said is far-fetched. Yeah. But anyway, do you want Shaw? We can put Shaw in there if that makes sense.
No, do your thing. This ain't about me.
So why are you making it about you? All right, cool.
I got main character syndrome.
So I've got an attack. I've got a more front foot, back four with Trent and Chilwell. So the midfield is gonna have to have Rice, Hendo. I'm gonna go for Rice, Hendo, and Mount. Yeah, I have to. They're gonna pop you. I'm sorry, Croatia. You're closing your eyes, but tactically, you're not gonna be on the front foot. So you need cover. Listen to me. Stop closing your eyes. Stop closing your eyes, bro. Stop closing your eyes.
We did this already, though. Like we've seen England with the two holding midfielders, and it's not pretty. England got better players than these guys, man. England got better. England got better players than these guys.
Listen to me.
England got better players than these guys.
If you draw this match, you'll be fine.
Don't draw it. Don't. That's how Did France ever go out to draw these match?
You're not France. You're not France.
That's calm. That's calm. But you're trying to.
Get that out of head now.
You're trying to be like France. You're trying to be. Well,
Okay.
you're trying to win games like France.
Well, I feel like for the first game, that's why I asked you who's first. If it was Czech first, it would be a different team. It's Croatia first. Don't lose your first game.
You got to start as you mean to go on. You got to start as you mean to go on.
Nah, don't lose.
I've missed out on all the comments. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna bring up some comments on the screen. Worst I've seen United play in a match since Istanbul. Yeah, we were flipping horrid. Against the defense of Reece Williams and Nat Phillips, you didn't test us nearly enough. Yeah, Chim, stop rubbing it in. I don't know where you're going with this. Like, be nice.
Agenda FC.
You can take 26 players. Well, we thought that was too easy, so we wanted to do 23. You know, at the final third, we like a challenge. Saka low, yeah, no respect for the boy. They're talking about a utility man over here. Ugo's not happy with that one.
You need to allow it, man.
Versatile players don't come in handy at international football. Deep, he's saying Saka's got no damn use. Banks is just being unrealistic. Rashford is on that plane, brother. Yeah, well, clearly you don't care about the health of black men.
Yeah, you don't care about another black man.
You don't care about the health of black men. That's why you're saying that. So it's cool. It's cool. I understand.
Yeah, I understand.
Out of pocket. Croatia are washed up now. England should be winning that. I thoroughly agree. Croatia are not the force. They've got the Modric, of course. But it's not. They're not. It's Perisic that. It's not the force of before. But continue with your team.
Brozovic. That is true. I didn't take that into account that they're all 36. They're literally all 36 there.
You're 36.
They're all 36. Okay. That's the thing. You learn. We're learning from each other. Do you understand? Okay. So let me change my midfield three. I'm gonna go Rice, Foden, and Mount.
Rice, Foden, and Mount.
Yeah.
And give me your top three. Give me your the players in the final third.
I'm gonna go Sancho. You know which side each of these are. Sancho, Kane, and Grealish.
Sancho, Kane, and Grealish. All right.
So quick one: Pope, Walker, Stones, Maguire, Chilwell, Rice, Foden, and Mount. Sancho, Kane, and Grealish.
All right. In goal, got Nick Pope.
Yeah, no brainer. Big lads. Put the big lad in.
Pickford had a decent end to the season, but too late. You've just been.
You actually dirtied your stock single-handedly. You did that yourself.
But I know Southgate isn't going to drop him. But I'd give it Pope. Right back, I'd put Reece James. Centre back, I'd go Maguire and Tomori. Left back, I'm going Shaw. Yeah.
Maguire and Tomori.
Yeah, Maguire and Tomori. They've never played together. It's calm. They've never played together, but I'm still giving. There's a good mix and match there. There's a good mix and match. Centre midfield, I'm going Rice, Foden, and Mount because we need to be on the front. You're better. Play your better midfielders. Play your better players. Simple as that. Up front, I'm going with Kane, Sterling, and then I'm going with Sancho.
Kane, Sterling. You're starting Sterling even though he's on this dip.
Look, when we see that team, there's not enough runners in behind. That's the thing. That
was my issue with Grealish. That was my issue with Grealish because you've got Grealish and Foden on the same pitch. Everyone wants the ball feet.
Everyone wants the ball to feet. Everyone wants the ball to feet.
Because Foden's not going to listen to Southgate. Foden's not going to listen if he says play left wing.
Ricky, that's unfair.
Whoa.
He said Tomori going on the play.
Report the comment.
Tomori going on the play. He's going Afro Nation. That's unfair. That's unfair. That's unfair. We don't.
Oh man, you be your own.
We're just trying to see black boys on the plane. Not Afro Nation. Not Afro Nation. Euros. What's that?
Afro Nation.
Whoa.
Yeah, like you're saying, you need runners in behind. So I hear you.
And then finally, manager Graham Potter. It's not too late. You
pick the manager. Hey, no,
yeah,
I'm closed out.
I picked
Give
the
it
manager.
Arsenal. You want to win? Give it Arsenal. If you want to win, Arsene Wenger's not losing that tournament.
If you want to lose playing sexy football, at least England's gonna ball with Arsene Wenger. They're gonna create chances. I can't lie.
No, let's round up these comments here. Man said
Man
Portugal
says-
is greenless. He's gone. Hey, da. Afro
Hey,
nation.
Tomori's just out there balling in Italy. Yeah, this is the disrespect he's getting.
This is the disrespect he's getting.
This is the disrespect he's getting. This is
I'm just happy
nasty.
we didn't hear.
Chill on Graham Potter. You see,
Graham Potter
you see
takes England. Graham Potter takes England far.
he
Good
takes
player,
them
good
fast.
manager. Good manager.
He's
Good
got
English manager.
he's got Trossard, Morpay, and McAllister creating chances. Like he's doing bits with Grealish, Sancho, Sterling, and Kane. He's doing bits.
Yeah.
He's
Graham
doing
Potter. It's all the
He's
players. Listen, you need is why you need a world-class manager, because you have a short time with these players and you need to be impactful straight away. They haven't got time to be listening and buying into your philosophy. You have to have the stock already as a manager. So Graham Potter, good manager. Will it work? I don't know, but I'll get further than Southgate. Man said the archives.
That's the archives.
You said archives instead of archives. I'm so done.
It's the archives, my brother. Archives.
Archives. I was cooking with the arch. Hey, let me be off, man. Nepa's come and taken like 3 times during this call. Obviously, I got the light. No one would know.
Yeah, Shem's got a generator out there. It's calm. You don't have to worry about Nepa. You got a generator out there.
Don't slag off the homeland.
Always
Don't slag off the homeland.
You know I'd never do that. You know that's not what I'm about. But as Lavish has said, that has been time. Thoroughly enjoyed this stream. Make sure you subscribe to the Final Third as always. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. I think Chim asked the question. What was the question? We're going to quickly answer that question. Question for the panel. Who's better, Sancho or Rashford? I'll give it Rashford right now. Sancho looks up to Rashford. Rashford is Sancho's order, and he knows Rashford's better right now, but there's no telling where Sancho can go in the future. Absolute baller. But I'll give it Rashford right now.
Why?
You said, wait, did you say why? I thought you froze.
Why?
No, it looked as if you, sorry, my bad.
I'm frozen. Why?
Rashford's the better player.
Like what?
Going in behind, maybe I'd give Sancho the dribbling, but in terms of final product shooting, I'd give that to Rashford. I'm Rashford over Sancho right now.
But they're not. I feel like Rashford's a striker. I feel like Sancho's a winger.
Rashford's not a striker.
I don't feel Rashford's a winger.
Rashford's a winger. Rashford's a winger.
It's not nice.
Rashford's a winger.
It's not nice.
But that's been us. Make sure you subscribe to the Final Third. Make sure you follow us on the socials. That's at Banks_TF3 and that's at Shems_94. Make sure you follow the Final Third at the Final 3RD. Oh yeah, wait, I'm gonna pull this up because this is disrespectful.
Oh man.
Russia's runs leading to offside 7 out of 8 times. Be respectful, go. Be respectful. And that's been us. Thank you for joining us on this very special stream. Looking forward to the games tomorrow. Have a lovely night, people.
In a bit.